Welcome to our Easter musical for 2007. This year we're going to tell it with a little bit of a different slant. We're going to focus on the story of redemption. We're going to focus on what it means to be redeemed, what it means to be a child of the King, along with some very powerful songs by our choir. You're going to hear the testimonies of 5 men who were sold out to Jesus. They come from different backgrounds, in different age categories, and all came to Jesus after a number of years of following the world. I want you to listen to the songs, listen to the story in them, and listen to the testimony as these guys share from their heart what it means to be redeemed, how they met Jesus, and what it means to know about the cross. First up is our old buddy Steve Couch. Many of you know Steve from his time as staff evangelist here at Emory Baptist Church. Steve lived in the world for a long time and had a radical conversion. Listen as Steve tells a little bit of his story and what the cross means to him.
Grew up in church with my parents. Went to church every time the doors was open. And I had a big knowledge of church. I knew a lot about church, about the Bible, but I didn't know it here. I had a good head knowledge of it. I was saved 4 or 5 times and baptized, and because my friends were, and it was just the thing to do. But when I got older, I got away from God because I didn't have God in my heart. And I got away from that, lived my own life. And then he finally got a hold of me when I had to get to my bottom. And when I hit that bottom, and the only place I had to look was up, and it was, looking into the face of Jesus. And at that point, I knew that what I needed in my life was Christ. And I asked Him to come into my heart. Not just my head, but into my heart. And that's when God took control of my life. I know that He guided me and took me through a lot of things in my life when I look back at what happened in my life, the different things. But He kept me safe, and He had His hand over me all those times because He had a plan and a purpose for my life. And I'm so thankful now that He let me go through those things. I'm not proud of them, and I hate that it took so many years to get there. But I know that God is going to use the difficult times in my life to be able to help other people and to strengthen me to where I have to go in my life. My favorite verse in the whole Bible, of course there's thousands of them that are my favorites, but the one that I hang on to every day is Philippians 4:13, that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that I have to hang on to every day, because I know that there's no way I could get through any time without Him. What the cross means, it means everything. That I thought for a lot of years that there was no way that God could save anyone like me because of the way I lived and the life that I had and the way that I dishonored Him and had no use for church or people in church, for Christians, for Christ. And I thought there's no way that God would even look at someone like me. But when I came face to face with Jesus, and when I was just flat down, that I realized at that moment that God loved me through all of that. And even though my life was in shambles, He reached down and picked me up And it was because of the blood that Christ shed on the cross that I know I should have been the one there. But he took it all. And so I'm so thankful that I was able to take all my sin and just put it at the foot of the cross. And so it means everything.